Morning. Welcome back to another episode of Morning Reflections with Roger. Glad to have you back. And boy, I got something I really want to talk about today. How many of you have been like me and squandered away everything? Like, I've had abundance in life. I've had, the wife, the kids, the cars, the money, the houses, and I've squandered it all away. I have used drugs and lost everything. How many of you have been through that? So, yesterday I heard a message from a friend or from a pastor, and boy, he really made some sense to me whenever he said these things. He goes, sometimes God has to set you down and take everything away from you to get your attention. So that way you draw near to Him. And I've been in that situation so many times. I've been in and out of jails for almost 30 years. I've probably been in, more county jails than most people have been in hospitals. Not bragging about it because I'm not happy about it, and it really pains me today because of it. But God, sometimes He takes everything away from me. Well, not sometimes, every time. He takes everything away from me because He knows at that point is when I draw near to Him. When I'm sitting in that jail cell, I have that jailhouse religion, you know what I mean? As soon as I hit that jail cell, I grab a Bible, so I got something to read, So, and usually what happens is I get out and I do good for a certain amount of time until I don't have anything over my shoulder keeping me accountable, keeping me in check, like probation and sober living facilities, stuff like that. While I'm in that mode, I usually tend to do pretty good, and I usually tend to keep waking up, and the first thing I do in the morning is open up my Bible and I read. It's when I don't have that accountability that I revert back, and I'm working on it. I'm working on figuring out the reasons why. Like I said in my last one, sin has a lot to do with it. Once we start opening the doors to sin in our lives, it just creates chaos and sin on top of sin. So, yeah. But anyways, back to the point. God's blessed me, man. And I mean that wholeheartedly. I know some of you have, asked God in your prayers for things that He has given to you. 100%, without a doubt, that was, that was a God thing. I've got several stories of that was a God thing. But then I squander it away. I let sin come back into my life, and I give it all back to Satan, and God. He loves me, man. He loves you. And sometimes he's got to take that away from you, because that's how you draw near to him. So I'm at the point in life now where, I want things. The things I want, I need to have a different outlook on, because the one I had doesn't work. So my different outlook and my different point of view is going to be, instead of having these things to make me happy, I've got all I need with him. All these things that I want to make me happy, I'm going to start to use for his benefit, to further his agenda, not my agenda. Just like doing this right now, I think is something onto that, I'm sorry about that beeping noise you hear. My brakes need fixed. I just got out of jail. I told you, I'm working on it. One thing at a time. Another thing that I heard was, we want to know what God's will is for our lives, and we want to be used accordingly by God. But you have to look at this like a mountain. At the base of the mountain, and you're trying to climb up this mountain, man. You're trying everything to change your ways, to quit using drugs, to quit using women, to quit using men, just to quit using people in general. Stop manipulating. Man, you want to talk about manipulating? Talk to my people. They will tell you. Bro, I was good. But all this baggage, all this sin that you have, as you're climbing up this mountain and you're trying to become a better person, it's going to hurt. It's going to be painful. You know what that is? That's God's way of pruning you. Because God can't use you if you're still watching porn, if you're still lying to people, if you're still manipulating people, if you're out there robbing people, selling dope. God can't use you. You're not doing anything to benefit his agenda. He can't use you if you're doing that. That makes sense, right? You're furthering Satan's agenda. If I'm out here selling dope and women, only thing I'm doing is being a disservice to the good people of this world, man. So that's the process I'm in right now. And it's painful, man. It's easier this time, I'll tell you that. It's definitely a lot easier. I'm okay with giving up some things now. Don't want me to cuss? Okay, I'll work on it. That's the hardest. Well, probably the third hardest. For me, the hardest thing is manipulation, man. I'm a manipulator. And MRT teaches us, man, moral recognition therapy. Shout out to that program. I love that program, and I'm taking it seriously. Wholeheartedly taking it seriously. I just did my step 3 last night, man. Woke up, worked on my step 4 already. We learned that we manipulate people to get the things that we need, and we learned this at a young age. I cry out because I'm hungry as a baby. Now that's not really manipulating, that's just survival. But we learn that if we cry, we get the attention of other people to meet our needs, because we can't meet them. Then around 9 or so, 10, 7, it's different for each of us, we learn that crying doesn't work anymore. probably learned this about 5. My dad whooped my butt for crying. You know, I'll give you something to cry about, boy. That's how my dad was. Rest in peace, Dad. Miss you, man. Crying didn't work anymore. So then what did I do? Well, I started lying to people. And boy, I was addicted to lying right off the bat. Not only did it feel good to get by with the lie, but I got my needs met. So I would manipulate and lie to people to get my needs met. That doesn't work for the kingdom of heaven. And God don't want that in his life. And God doesn't want that in the lives of the people he's chosen. And I'm chosen. So are you. You're chosen too. So that's my morning reflection this morning. You want to get up that mountain? Do it. Put in the work. Quit watching that porn. Quit manipulating people. Quit lying. Quit selling dope. Quit doing dope. All of these simple things is what's holding you back from reaching that mountain. Reaching to the top of that mountain. And there's abundance at the top of that mountain. That place of abundance is at the top of that mountain. Especially if you get up there and you start doing things for his agenda, not your agenda. Because then God will start blessing you. So, hope you have a beautiful day. Please like and subscribe. This is day 2. See you tomorrow on my way to work. Have a great day.